Hey everyone, welcome back, or if you're new here, hello. I'm Al. I go by Dapper Chef on Poshmark and eBay. I'm a full-time foodie, part-time reseller. So today's video is kind of like a random haul that I had sitting here from a couple weeks ago. I think one of them was from mid-December that I never got to, and the rest of them was probably from a couple weeks ago. So let's get started with everything I got for myself from these. To be honest, I don't remember what colors were half off or anything. We'll just say average cogs was about $4.50, $4.75 maybe. So here's everything I'm keeping for myself. First off, just a pair of men's chacos. I never find men's chacos, so size 10. These were originally 3. $8.99. New tag, Abercrombie and Fitch. Size large. Original retail was $70. $70. Feels like a gauze cotton. And it is 98% cotton, or 92% cotton, 8% linen, which that's nice. And then I forgot how to look up what year that's from, or what the size number. Oh, here it is. 08 to 2024. So August 2024. Nice little green color, perfect for transitioning into spring. $3.99. Another Abercrombie shirt for myself. Just a nice little vintage inspired little boxy cropped shirt, and it's the Premium Essentials cropped. $3.99. This just retails I think for like $40, which is crazy. And then another t-shirt, which I know I don't need any more t-shirts, but this is my favorite basic t-shirt brand. This was $3.99. It's just the Uniqlo and Lemire, which is a designer. The collection's Uniqlo U, size medium. I find this brand, especially this style and this collab, runs really oversized. So I like that. Wearing it under like a sweater or a crew neck. Perfect. $3.99. 100% linen. J. Crew men's shorts. Oh, I wish I would have looked at this earlier. The crotch has been repaired. 100% linen though. And these are Baird McNutt Irish linen. So maybe I could wear them like once or twice and be done with them. Next guy, I laughed because I was going to get this at the parks. Good thing I didn't get it. $2.99. Just a Disney. I think this is from the Play in the Park line. Little men's short sleeve cabana shirt. Size large. And this is one of the not older, but it's one of the labels from the Disney parks, or like the Disney store. And another t-shirt, $2.99. Little pocket tee. I knew what it was because of this hit. Little Viore. As you know, Viore and Lululemon, no size tag up here. If it's pulled out, just check down here by the material tag. Usually there's that little style number and the size. So that's the V182. And last item for myself. This I wanted for a while from Uniqlo. It's one of my favorite designers, mainline designers too. But it is, I know this was a viral shirt at one point. Maybe that's why I never found it. But it is, sorry, J.W. Anderson for Uniqlo. This is an extra large, so I don't know how it's going to fit. Usually I'm like a medium in Uniqlo. But nice little pin tuck or pinstripe kind of navy nautical shirt. That's everything I got for myself. Now here's everything we're selling. $3.99. Topo Designs, which is a good brand to look for. Little cinch bucket tote. Pair of Zero. This is a good bolo brand to look for. So Zero, Xero, barefoot shoes. And they're a woman's Forza Runner, size 8. These were $6. $3.99. This brand I remember seeing someone pick up, just talking about a couple days ago in one of her videos that she found the jeans. I think it was like Berkeley Bergs. I forgot her name. I know it sounds really bad to say, but she kind of reminds me a little bit of that YouTuber Miranda Sings. Don't be offended if you know who I'm talking about. She kind of just reminds me of her, or Colleen Ballinger. But the brand is Lulu Studio. This is like 100% cotton, a little long sleeve. Looks like this might be their logo, little seashell. But comps for this are crazy. $10.99. But I'm sure this is probably a half off color. These nice button fly. Women's kind of almost flare. I want to say more like a boot flare. Are they salvage? Maybe they're salvage too. Yep, salvage. Or salvage, whatever you want to say. If it has that little pink paneling. They're mousy or moosey vintage. They're size 26. Now mousy, I don't know how to find how they're still doing. I have 4 pairs that I'm still sitting on, but I know people say they're a slow seller. But mousy vintage made in Japan. Create a facial expression by Hawa. So maybe these are the Hawa buttonfly jeans or something. I'll still pick them up. Next piece, this I'm probably going to consign. I just got it for 2 things. A, it's a good material, and it's still a designer. This kind of like gives me like very fairy Y2K. Acris. But it's kind of like this garden rose bird print shirt, blouse. I want to say it's silk, but let me double check. Yeah, 100% silk. And Acris again. I know there's Acris Punto we usually find as their lower end. I rarely find mainline Acris, and it's a size 14. So if you ever find Acris, their size tag is usually flipped over. So, bam. So I'll have to check comps on this first before I consign it. Maybe I could always use like Y2K artsy if I want to list myself. Next piece was vintage, $8.99. This originally I was going to keep for myself, but I just don't like the colorway on it. It kind of gives me very like artsy Mardi Gras, kind of like Coogee-esque. It's a little cardigan. I just don't like the sleeve. I think that sleeve is what's making me not like it as much. But it's vintage, made in USA. Cotton natural blend, whatever that means, and it's by J.J. Cochran. Next piece, $5.99. This I have to do more digging on to see if it's a real vintage brand or it's just a vintage inspired. The brand is Carleen. Made in USA was really what made me look it up. Carleen, made in USA, size 2. Which I think is like bandy sizing. But it says olive green color, and it's got that trendy double knee. And I know button flies are not as trendy right now, but maybe the other styles can carry it. So let me know if you guys have heard of the brand. Carleen again. Next guy, this was a no-brainer. Even if I can't sell it, I know my Crossroads will pay me out good for this. They usually take it no matter what condition. So, all I saw was, I know it's a little stained, but I think it adds to the character. They're kind of like almost like a wide leg men's, I want to say. And they are size 31. They're Marie Francois Javard. His stuff usually does well for me, has done well for me in the past with them. So that's going to probably go off to our consign pile. Next up, just a basic t-shirt, Buck Mason, $2.99. The only reason I'm selling this one, the reason I'm not keeping this one myself is it's not the Made in USA line, which I know it sounds really bad to say it like that, but I find the main USA one, just Made in USA ones, fit me a little bit better and are a little more comfortable than the other ones. Like this one is made in Vietnam. Not that that's a problem. I just find the fit is better for me personally. And it's 55% hemp, 45% cotton. So maybe that should hopefully carry it though. It's like a nice little light green, a gray-blue color. Next thing, this one I have tried to see if I like the length on it. But it's Good Life, which technically is a bolo. But it's this nice cable knit, kind of 100% cotton quarter zip, black colorway. This was $8.99. So we'll put that to the side to see. These I'm mad. Me forgetting I had these just sitting here collecting dust. So, it's this wool and cashmere blend, belt paper bag. These, I don't know what else you would use to describe this style. Almost like a wide leg, almost like a pleat. And these were $3.99, which is crazy. I remember these because these were next to some overpriced Target brand stuff that they had priced up to like $10, $11, and these were sitting next to it. But Brunello Cucinelli, size 10. These are 94% cashmere, 94% wool, 5% cashmere. I gotta figure out what the style name is on these. These I'm debating about selling myself or just sending off to the Real, because I know they'll price them up quite high and I'll get a good payout from that. Let me know what you guys think. What would you do with those? Next piece, I got more based on style, but the brand is good too. It's just kind of like bird's beak. I think that's what you call this kind of texture cardigan. Open front drapey. It has pockets. And I knew what this brand was because of this. It could either been one of two brands. I know there's an Anthro brand called Knitted and Knotted that's almost similar to this tag, but theirs is a little metal button. This one is like a little mother of pearl button. The brand is Margaret O'Leary, size medium. This one is 100% cotton. So let me know if you guys have sold Margaret O'Leary recently. I know I have not personally. I took some pieces in to Clothes Mentor, and they paid me out good for them. I guess for them it was a good. They marked that as a designer brand in their system. Same with what's the other one? Lafleur, kind of the same tier as them. Next guy was $7.99. These I might try on, or I got to do some more digging on too to see if they're actually a real brand. But they're a cotton and linen blend men's pants, kind of like a pull-on trouser. And the brand itself seemed interesting. Critical Slide. Thank you for your support by purchasing a pair of Critical Slide pants. Not only do these pants keep your legs covered whilst you're out of the water, they also assist in making you look more stylish and feel more comfy. Designed in Bondi, Australia, and never worn and worn across the globe. Enjoy the cool, the critical slide team. So, like an Australian brand, made in Bangladesh. They're 70% cotton, 30% linen. So, I'll have to do more digging. If they're a good brand, I'll sell them. If not, I might keep them. Next piece was more of a style pickup, and because I haven't found this brand in a while, it's a rayon polyester blend with a cupro and rayon trim. It's just a size extra small. Little women's vest with the belted women's vest, and it was what, $6.99. Again, probably one of the half off colors, 25% off colors. It's just tucker neck. Next piece was $2.99. This I knew what it was because of the print. So it's this little girl's dress, right? Denim. It has pockets. It has little unicorns on it. Take a guess. So it's a designer brand. You might know if you know. If you don't know, it is Stella McCartney Kids. Size 8 years old. Which that seems like very crazy for being a... Yeah, Stella McCartney Kids, size 8. And it's 98% cotton. So this one I have to do more digging on to see if it's worth selling myself or consigning. Next guy, $6.99. This I got for a couple things. Perfect for Valentine's Day. It's very kind of like Y2K 90s style. Romantic. But it is a really good brand. So it is Michael Kors, yes. I know there's different tiers of Michael Kors, but this I think is the highest line of Michael Kors. Michael Kors collection. Size 6. Comps for this are probably about $100. So not bad. Not too shabby. This will have to get up right away. Keywords I can use for that would be like revenge dress, vixen, Valentine's Day, wedding. So, bam. Next piece, this was $30. Sadly, it's not my size, otherwise I would definitely be keeping this. The only thing I'm thinking it's missing, or not even missing, I don't know what this is supposed to have with it. So I knew what this was based because of this. It could have been two brands. So when you see a men's quilted kind of jacket with a short jacket with a corduroy collar, what do you think it's going to be? Barber, right? Surprisingly, this was not Barber. It was Polo Ralph Lauren. Where is it? It has the nice little leather patch on here somewhere. And it's from the vintage line of theirs. The reason I know it's the vintage line is because this tag is a little more older. The newer Polo Ralph Lauren is just a very small rectangle. And the funny enough, it's not goose down at all, which is crazy. But it is like a nice black gray color, extra large tall. So if it was like a large or medium, I would probably have kept this. But with it being extra large tall, that's going to be a quick, hopefully, split for me. Next up, two of the same brand. One was $4.99. The other one was priced at $8.99. So this kind of gave me very Hilary Duff vibes, especially now that she's on tour and her new album's about to come out. So what song do you think, or Spice Girls or Xenon? Especially now that the Y2K stuff is starting to phase out. Now more people are wearing the 2016s. So bam, nice metallic color pants. I don't know, what would you put these under? Pants or leggings? I always just put these as like pull-on trousers. The brand itself looked promising, so it's made in Italy. The brand is Sarah Pacini. So what made me look it up was not only because it's made in Italy, but their sizing says size 2, so probably like vanity sizing. So these ones, and I don't think the blend is anything special. Yeah, these are just poly blend. So there's this pair and the cheaper pair, which is ironic. It was better material, so nice black colorway. And these were a linen, 73% linen, 27% elaston multiester, whatever that means. I'm guessing it's like elastin poly or blend. Size 3. So these are probably like a extra large. $4.99, size 6. Just a bread and butter for me. Just black and blue chevron printed women's trousers. This is a semi-newer label, not the newest one. I want to say this is probably all label within the past 5 years. Lafayette 148. These are just a cotton blend. Next guy, size small, $2.99. I'm not even going to try butchering the names, but you know Godwin Shojin. I rarely see shirts from him. I always find his dresses. Next piece, $3.99. Favorite daughter, it just says sports mom. Little navy burnout tee, size medium. Next guy, this is Max Mara Studio. These nice chocolate brown color trousers, size 8. These are a cotton. So I'll have to see if these are worth it myself for selling. Otherwise, I'll probably honestly consign these because I know his stuff does not do good like it used to. Next piece I'm debating about keeping, but I know I can get some good money for this. So this new rack, I remember this new rack rolled out and a whole bunch of cool like vintage t-shirts around there. I got to the rack first and there was this t-shirt guy that was like stalking me, seeing if I put any of the stuff back because he was kind of mad I grabbed these. So the first one was this guy. This is Ben & Jerry's. And what made me grab it was because of the print, but also because it's on a liquid blue tag, paper one, 100% cotton, made in USA, which I believe that means it's a sought after one because the newer ones are screen printed on. So it's that guy. $4.99. This is a good Bolo brand to look for in just sleepwear. The brand is Eberjey. Eberjey. Size large. So men's size large. I would say it runs very oversized. $4.99. You probably already know what these are just based on the style. If you know these front utility pockets or sailor pockets, whatever you want to say. It says Maeve. Colette's, which is Anthropology, size 29. They're a newer tag because it doesn't say by Anthro. Alright, next guy is a sub brand. So if you remember that silk blouse from earlier, it was Acris. This is Acris Punto. And this one is a size US 8 again. These are a wool blend. I like these because I'm gonna first check comps really fast to see. But I kind of like these because they're a nice pull-on trouser. They're almost like a muted chocolate brown or espresso brown or coffee brown. So maybe that might carry it better. Next guy, $2.99 again. The same price as that other t-shirt. Old vintage Disney, but this one is a really cool vintage Disney because I don't see a lot of this merch as much. It's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, which you never find merch with all of them on there, especially the one with the Prince Eric or Prince Charming. No, Prince. It's Prince Eric, right? Who's Leave a comment down below. What is Snow White's prince's name? But this one is probably from the late 90s, I believe, or 80s or 90s, based on this tag. Disney Designs, made in USA. Size large, 100% cotton. Really, really, really great shape. Sorry for the bag noise. I know some people get irritated by it. Next guy, $6.99, which I had no problem paying for this. Paying that price for this belt. So this one is a good Bolo brand as far as shoes. I've never found their accessories yet. So the logo, it just says WS, and the brand is Wolf and Shepherd. So Shepherd is bam, and it's a size 38 leather. Again, this was on that new rack with the other vintage shirts, $2.99 again. This one was from 1999, just the Looney Tunes pocket tee with embroidered characters. So it's like Marvin the Martian, Bugs, Tweety, Sylvester, Taz, Daffy. Those usually do good. The last t-shirt on that rack that the guy was like hustling me for, which I kind of joked. I said, yeah, you can have all these for $300, like as a joke. Because I know this guy, and he has a store, and I've seen him in a couple places, so... You know, if he was a little nicer, I probably would have traded, but nope. So, from 1993. So the front has a hit, and it's an AOP, meaning if you ever have front and back graphics, you could use the description or in the title AOP. I know a lot of the vintage people look up that keyword. So AOP graphic, Marvin the Martian on the front. And then on the back, there is this guy, which I forget his name. I know they didn't really do a lot of merch from that guy. But, you know, can't go wrong. It's on Artex Sportswear, made in USA. So, let me know what you guys would do with that one. Next one, $3.99. Another brand that I sit on, but when it sells, it sells. I just sold a dress from them not too long ago from a video, but it's AYR. I know the jeans are good, but this is kind of like a dressy pair of pants. No pockets though. I want to say they're like a trouser. So AYR. They're just a viscose nylon blend. Size 25. Then my last two pieces. So all I saw peeking out to me was this, which I didn't know I know they sold pants. I've never seen them in person. So kind of good that I found them. So this here, HB, is one of the logos, and the other logo is usually a monkey. These I was surprised by. And then the buttons. Brand is, so these were $3.99. Brand is Howler Bros, size 33. And they are it has a name in there somewhere. Where is it? These are the Horizon Hybrid Shorts. So, let me know what you guys do. When you find these like hybrid shorts, do you put them under board shorts, athletic shorts, or just chinos? And last guy, $2.99. This I got to authenticate. Let me know if you guys if anyone has experience authenticating this brand. I know I've had some pieces from them before, but It's always hit or miss. So if you know this logo graphic, you know who that is. I want to say it's not real, but for that price, $2.99, I'm going to take the risk and try to authenticate it myself. I mean, it looks semi-decent, like it was stitched on, right? I can't pull it off, but it's Comme des Garçons play and made in Japan. I know someone said if it has this little thing in here, usually the authentic ones do. But then I also saw some other people have one that has a hologram on it. But what made me kind of grab it, I'm hoping it's real because it says made in Japan too. But let me know what you guys think. Let me show you the tags again. So bam, Japanese writing, the English writing, and the other English, Japanese and the other English. Stitching looks good otherwise on the bottom hem. But let me know what you guys think. Again, play Comme des Garçons. I know this is the lower line of them. So that is everything I picked up. Let me know what you guys think. What was your favorite piece? What would you have not picked up? Or what was some of the pricing that you saw that you would have not picked up based on by you, if what was priced up for you? Otherwise, I'll see you guys later. Bye.